Alright everybody, another update on the Cyclops. I just posted on my YouTube channel what I've done so far with the Cyclops. He's finished. All he needs is a flat clear. I'm not going to do anything more to the Cyclops. I will be working on the base. I bought this weathering. It's called it's wet mud from MIG. I'm going to put that on the base. It's going to look pretty good. Weather it up a little bit with that. I did a little more work on the prisoner, and I hit him with some Tamiya flat white. I'm not going to do any more work to him, so he's ready for paint. I need to highlight the skeleton with some paint. That's next. I did hit the scratch build that I did out of epoxy sculpt. I hit that with flat white yesterday, and it turned out pretty good. It will go with the cage on this side right here. It'll just go up in here like so. I'll have to add a few more to close it completely in, but it's gonna look good. All I have to do now is hit it with some flat brown. Should be ready to go. And I'll be working on that base today with this wet mud, and it should look good to give it a little bit more detail on that base. Not going to go crazy with it, but I'm going to apply some on to the base to make it look a little bit better than it does now. I think it still looks good, but I want to add a little bit more to it. And that's what I got going on. And I'll get onto that base here sometime today. And sometime this week I'll get on the prisoner. And then I'll paint that other section of the cage in flat brown. So I'll go ahead and pause for now, and I'll talk with everybody later. Alright guys, I'm going to get ready. I got the wet mud. I mixed it up. And I'm going to go ahead. I got an old brush here. And I'm just going to start applying this in certain areas. See how it turns out. Not looking too bad. don't look too bad. I'm not going to let this run too long. I'll probably go ahead and pause here in a second and then just maybe continue and not overdo it. I don't want to have too much of this on the base, but we'll see. I don't want to, like say, flood it and have too much, but we'll see. So I'll go ahead and pause, continue on this, and show everybody the results later. Alright everybody, another update on the Cyclops. This is Friday, October 6th. I'll be buttoning up this diorama of the Cyclops this weekend. I'll either have it finished today or tomorrow, this Saturday the 7th, or by Sunday the 8th, and have it done before the Hobby Link International Halloween Group Build deadline. I got the Cyclops on his base right now. He's not glued down to it yet. Neither is the cage. I think overall he turned out pretty cool. And with my camera here, maybe it'll pick it up. But his eye and inside his mouth, I used ultraviolet resin. It's clear resin. And I used my ultraviolet flashlight. And I used this little needle here. And I just put some glue on the, very little glue. Resin on the tip of it, and then I applied it to his eye and also on the inside of his mouth, and used the ultraviolet light, and it turned out pretty good. And maybe the camera will pick that up, and you can see a little bit inside his mouth, and I think it turned out really good. I got a little bit around his teeth, but looks pretty good. The nameplate, I used Tamiya black, and then I went over it with the copper, and it turned out really nice. The inside lettering, I used some silly putty. It's a little bit tedious, but I wanted that look with the black on the inside, and it turned out pretty good. Like I said, I used Tamiya X1. It's their gloss black, and then I went over that with the copper, which is XF6. Turned out really good. I painted the club, and I'll do some detail work on that. Won't take long to do the detail work on that. Here's an extra piece of wood for the cage. I hit it with a flat white, and then I went over it with the flat brown. And I'll turn the diorama around a little bit so you can see the back side here. Here's the scratch built part of the cage that I built with the epoxy sculpt. Turned out pretty good. This piece here will mount right up in here. I'll use some 5-minute epoxy for that, but it's going to fit in there just perfect. It's going to close that up. It's going to look good. Now, when I painted the prisoner, it took 30 minutes to paint the prisoner, so I'm going to have to speed that up when I put this on my YouTube channel. That segment there with the prisoner, like I said, took 30 minutes. I'll probably speed it up to about 10 minutes, so I won't bore everybody. But I did film every bit of how I painted him and what colors I used for that. Skeleton, if you can see him, he's hanging up there in the back side. And it looks pretty good. I'm going to do a little bit of weathering to the cage, but not much. Overall, I think he's looking pretty cool. It's going to be a cool little diorama. And I'll be able to put him into my display case once he's finished. But I figured I'd give everybody a quick update. I'm going to do everything off camera, get this done. And the next time I film this Cyclops, he'll be finished. So I'll go ahead and pause for now and talk with everybody later. Alright everybody, final update on the Cyclops. This is from X Plus. It's 1/35 scale. Comes with a nice little diorama and a cage with a prisoner and skeleton. And I built this for the Hobby Link International 2023 Halloween group build. This is Monday, October 9th. I finished them up over the weekend, and turned out pretty cool. It was, like I said, a fun kit to build. Took me a little while, but I had to get this done before the deadline. Got them on the turntable here, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Everybody get a 360 view of them. Yeah, like I said, he turned out really cool. On the cage, it only came with 3 sides, and the side coming up right here my finger is. I scratch built that with epoxy sculpt and added that to the cage, and it turned out pretty cool. The club I did over the weekend, and it's not glued there. It's just sitting there leaning against the cage. I didn't want to put it in his hand. He looks better the way he is without it, but it's behind him, so just to give it a little bit more detail on the base, to have that club there. I could even put it between his legs, but decided just to lean it against the cage. I already posted this up on HobbyLink International's site, and we'll be having a slideshow on that site for the, or YouTube, however Kenny's going to do it, for Halloween. But I didn't want to do too many kits for Halloween. I think one year I tried to do a couple. This year I just focused on the Cyclops to get them done. See, his face turned out pretty cool. I wanted to share this with everybody. Call this a wrap on this HobbyLink International Halloween group build on a 1/35th scale Cyclops from X Plus. Like I said, he turned out really cool. I'll go ahead and try to post this up on my YouTube channel today or sometime this week. When I did the prisoner, it was a 30-minute. It took 30 minutes to paint him up, so I may have to fast forward that down to maybe 10 minutes. I don't want to bore too many people on that, but I got to put all this up on my computer, edit it, and put it all together, and then post it up on my YouTube channel. So I like to again say this is a wrap on the 2023 Halloween group build for HobbyLink International. Be safe out there, and I'll talk with everybody later.